Hi everyone, welcome again tonight. We have a lovely dish on tonight, Asian salmon with sweet potato Traybake. So it's really yummy. So I hope you're all able to check in there and that we're going okay. Somebody might give me a thumbs up there if you're hanging on there with me. For a few minutes anyway. So we had a fairly nice day today, not maybe as warm or as sunny as other days, but pleasant, I suppose. Our very hot weather, I'd say, is gone away for a little while. Okay, so I think we're okay. People are checking in there with me. Thomas Smith is checking in, and Rebecca, lovely fish tonight. Rebecca, you asked me at the very start for fish, so I always had it in the back of the head, I must do a night of fish because it's so yummy. It's really good. It's really, really good. So it's a very easy, quick dish as well, that if you're in a hurry any evening, and you can vary it a little bit as well. You can add little, touches to it. You can leave out things out of it. So it's up to you really to decide, what you like and what you don't like. So I'll just give you a few more minutes before I'll start. There's a very special person there that has been checking in every night with me, and that's a Doris Nelson, and she's in Southampton. So I hope tonight, Doris, you're tuned in. And she's originally from Kilrush, and she's really enjoying it. Sinead is there as well with me. Thank you, Sinead. Great to see you there. And Mary Hassett is there with me. Hello from Essex. Oh, that's herself. Mary Nelson, I think, is your other, yeah, Mary Nelson. Oh, so it's Essex. I maybe have got the exact place. Okay, so great to see you tuning in again. And she misses Kilrush, so I hope I'm bringing you a little bit of that nice Clare accent to you. I think that's what people miss sometimes when they're away from home. So hopefully it won't be long after Leo today. He's put the wind up me now. I think my good times are over, okay? Christina Davis is with me again tonight. You're right, she said. Never go back to white sauce again. No white sauce for the fish, or no deep frying for the fish. I'm a lover of fish. I can eat fish 5 days a week, folks. So we've loads checking in there tonight. Aileen, you're checking in there, your last free weekend, Aileen. So I hope you have a glass of wine in your hand there and you're enjoying it, because the good times are over, I think, folks. We're back to brass tacks in Patrick Burke's on Monday. So, I suppose it has been great in one way. We've all relaxed a little bit more, but we're all ready to come back on as well, I suppose. I've spent the week in the pantry getting myself started to get organised. We started making jam this week, so got the jam jars. So that's the big job that we have to do. And I suppose as well as that, I'm hoping this year that I'm going to expand my takeaway deli service. We're opening up a food hall where the restaurant was. So it's very exciting really, because we needed more space. So this put the gun to my head and I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. So we're going to have lots of new ideas there and lots more space. And we still will have the old reliables. The carrot cake is still hanging on there, and good quality coffee. So all my girls are and boys are ready to roll there this week. We started doing our COVID courses and whatnot. So we have all our facts learned and ready to put into use. So all we need to do now is put those stickers on the floor. So hopefully it'll all work good. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a new challenge, so it's good. It's nice to have a change every now and then. So, okay, folks, I'll start so that I won't delay you too long. So the first thing you do is you get a sweet potato, and the sweet potatoes are huge at the moment. So I just peeled this before we came on, and I used again the food processor and I sliced it. So it's a good little tip, if you have a food processor, use it, because it's going to cut those potatoes a lot thinner and it's nice. So if you like, you know, just to make, the recipe is up, I think there, Vincent has it up, and he has been by my side for all these classes. And Vincent, I want to thank you. You've been fantastic in encouraging me, and I hope I'll be able to pay you back sometime. And maybe when you come to Clare now, when you're down in Patrick Burke's, that we'll be able to give you a nice treat before you hit back to Dublin. And it's a good year for Vincent because he's expecting his first baby, so it'll be very exciting. So maybe that christening cake, Vincent, I might be able to help you out there rather than baking it. Okay, folks, so the sweet potatoes are sliced. That's just one potato now, folks. So you've loads there, okay? And then after that, if you like, you can use a red chilli. But if you want to leave out this chilli, that's fine, leave it out. But we'll pop it in. And also then you've lovely fresh ginger. And I just peeled and grated a little knob, not that big now, just a little knob, and I have it here. And you can just really, and you've some garlic. So if you like, you can just, I just put on a pair of gloves there. That's the first part. You also have a lime. So we got the zest of the lime and the juice of the lime. So you could have all this ready. It's going to, the veg are going to go in, but because I sliced the potatoes so thin, it's going to cook very fast. You know, just give it maybe 5 or 10 minutes if you want in the oven first. So, okay, all you do then is, there's your potato. Put in maybe half the garlic at the start there. I find it's handy to mix it in a bowl. This is just now a tip I have kind of learned, and it's good. So all you do there is just mix that around with your chilli. You can keep a little bit for the top for garnish, and I'll show you that afterwards. And this just smells divine. I made one there just before we came on, and it's great. Bernie Crotty, you're on again there tonight with me. Good girl, Bernie. And I'd love to congratulate Connor King on his lovely arrival over the last couple of days. Connor Michael, isn't it just fantastic? So I'm so happy for them all and for Mary. Give them all my love. It's a great occasion. A great occasion. Now, so I'm mixing that up nicely, and you're wet stuffed in, and I'm actually being very healthy tonight. On maybe probably will be my last night for a little while till we get the pantry up and running anyway and get it moving. This coconut milk is low-fat milk. So I'm really happy with myself tonight. So Maureen, okay, don't look. I know Maureen doesn't like me to be too healthy. Now you have some vegetable stock. I'll just give it a little stir there, just to mix it up. You have your coconut milk, and you have a little bit of oil, about a teaspoon. I can use rapeseed oil, but if you wanted to be a little bit more of a kick, you could also add your sesame oil that we had last week. That would give it a great little flavour. So if you want to use that, I have a couple of bottles. I probably took out the wrong bottle, but anyway, I'll just use the rapeseed oil. We won't delay. So you want about a teaspoon, so you could just use the cork there, pop it in, and you're also going to use your coconut. So just mix all those up, okay? So that's very easy to do. And after that then, you can just you just get your cooking dish, any kind of a casserole dish. I have it, you'll see to my other dish then, the one I made earlier. So we can just pop that there. And I suppose I would like also just to add a small little bit of seasoning there, just to give it flavour. So we'll use that as well. So it's great to hear Leo today, and you know, giving us all the go ahead and moving on it is great to hear all the businesses are opening. And just a little bit of salt and pepper, it always helps to bring up the flavour. Is that okay with everyone? So you mix that, and then you pour your liquid over it. And you can pop in your zest here as well of the lime, or you can wait to add it when the fish is going in. I sometimes wait to add it. There's no big hard fast rules. I'm going to give that about 15 minutes. Just my Apple ID, I'd like to have verification, but we'll get rid of it. Okay. Okay, there we go. So I've just given that a few minutes there while I just talked to you about the fish as well then. So these will go back on it now in a second. And tonight, I just said you can use any kind of fish. And we're so lucky in West Clare, and it's a bit like our butchers. We have great fish people as well. And you've Connor Sexton in Dunbeg, and we buy lots of fish from him in the pantry. And also your sea lions back in Carrigaholt. Both doing fantastic work and fabulous fish. And just try and get people to eat the fish. People love salmon, but that's why I said tonight I would show you a different recipe. I'm using salmon, but I've also used cod. The one I made earlier is cod. So, you know, it's good. Now, you know, the only little downturn of fish is it's expensive, but it's very healthy for you. Omega-3 is very good. The salmon is very good for you. And, you know, any fish really, what's a lovely fish as well is hake. Lovely fish. And Cathal will have that up in Dunbeg. He opens his shop every Friday morning, and there's a queue during the HACCP there times and the COVID times, a big queue outside it. So important really to support our fish people as well as our butchers, you know, our small retailers. Everybody is pleading with people to try and support them. So anything you can buy, and any local shop will get you, you know, the equipment I've been using. All our local kitchen shops, and Lisa down in Sullivan said she's getting all those in. And also, I suppose, the jewelers, Hartmans, they have lovely sharp knives. They do a great job there as well. Fabulous knives that if you wanted, she sells all these lovely sharp ones. So, folks, if you're cooking, and we've all cooked a lot more now, make sure you get yourself good knives, good saucepans, and a good chopping board. You will fly through your cooking. They're my 3 key things that if I had to go to the desert in the morning. I think I'd bring the chopping board, however I'd manage it. It's a bit heavy. And I'd bring the knives. I'd definitely bring the knives. So make sure you have sharp knives. You can go anywhere and cook anything really. It's important. So Carmel Flannery is checking in there from Kappa. So she might like a little bit of this salmon later. We might organise it for her. And so that's fish really, folks. And the other thing I was just going to say to you is sometimes people say to me, I can't bear my kitchen with the smelly fish when it's cooked. Now, if fish is fresh, there is no smell of it. I'll put a €5 or a €20 note on with anyone. Fresh fish does not smell. And when you go to Cathal Sexton every Friday morning and I come down with some fish, or I go to Sea Lions, they're delivering now, you won't smell the fish. So if it's fresh, I did a course in Ballymaloo many years ago, a week on seafood, and that was the one thing I came home with, no smell. And try and don't always, you know, you often see now, I see them in the supermarkets, and they'll put your fish into the bags and you'll cook it. That's good, but try now and experiment a little bit more. Any of the recipes, the savoury recipes, even with the chicken that I did, you could substitute fish there where the chicken is. Just a tomato-based sauce, lots of veg, pop it in the oven. 15 minutes fish is cooked. No bother at all. Okay, so just watch that really, that, you know, try and use fish. It's very healthy for us. Very healthy, and be a bit more experimenting with it really. Is that okay with everyone? So that's good. The other thing I got this week from Deirdre Fitzpatrick, well, I bought it in Kilkee and I happened to meet her and I said, God, your book is fantastic. I don't know if any of you have seen it. It's in the It's in here in Kilrush, and it's in the health food shops and the chemists, and it's called Surfing the Waves of Stress. I think I'll need it for the pantry, maybe for the summer. So I said to her, I better start reading fast because I won't get time to read it otherwise. But she's a fantastic girl. She, you know, she does all her Pilates classes. She does speaks to different groups. And we're so lucky to have her nearby. She does a great job. And the other person that does a fabulous job is Monica Calnan out there in Kinmahel, and she has given us Zoom classes for our yoga and our Pilates all since COVID started. She didn't want us to put up 1 pound of weight, I think. Monica even sent a little link tonight, but I had to say, okay, Monica, I can't do it tonight. But she is fantastic, and she'll be back, I'm sure, maybe in next winter. Hopefully we'll be back in the Key Mills doing some yoga and Pilates. We'll be with Deirdre in Dunbeg then. She's starting back again, she said, with social distancing. So, you know, if you see her book, folks, and you know anyone that finds life is stressful or that, why not give a go to the book? It's only €15. She's a local girl and she's fantastic. We're so lucky to have all these people on our doorstep, and they're so good to us. So they're important that we say hello to them. So now I'm going to take out my vegetables. And you'll see it there. Now, it's not fully 15 minutes, and I'll just show it to you there, but it's nearly there. Look at it. And you'll start to smell now the ginger. So what I like to do at this stage is I just kind of, you know, give it a little turn around. The salmon will take then, once we put the salmon, sweet potatoes are lovely really, and no harm to use them. You know, they're very healthy for us. And you know, if you give them a little bit of flavor, this will flavor them now big time. Okay, so now don't forget, you still have your lime juice to add, and you have your lime zest to add. Now, the other thing I was going to say to you is, if you wanted to bulk it up another bit, you could add a red pepper, chop it up and add it here. Or the other thing I like sometimes to add are the little cherry tomatoes. And I also love with this dish some fresh coriander. Okay, so that's important. Lots of people checking in there. Angela Glynn, great. Imelda, you need to go for a cookbook. Oh yeah, I know. I said to Deirdre the other day, you'll have to tell me how you put that book together. If I only could get time to do it, to be fabulous. I know, that's my next project maybe. Now that Vincent has got me on all this social media, I don't know, would he be able to get me on the book? We'll have to see. He's been fantastic with me, encouraging me all the way. So this dish isn't too big now, you'll see it. So I'm going to add in my little bit of lime zest. Look at it. It's fabulous, and we'll add more maybe when it comes out. And your lime juice, folks. So look at, I like to just pour it over it like this. This is just me now giving you a little tips about it. And also then you can add in, if you have a little bit of the garlic, you could just give that a little kick there, and a little bit of your last bit of ginger. You could add it all in at the start if you want to. That's no problem either. I'm just varying it a little bit. I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper there as well. Okay, and a little bit of salt. Just to bring up the flavour of the fish. The salt crystals are nice. So we pop that in, 15 minutes, and your tea is ready. And remember, you know, you have carbohydrates there, you have everything. Now, even if you were waiting for somebody to come home for the tea, or, you know, if you weren't ready to eat straight away, you could hold it for a few minutes there, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, and then pop it in the oven. Don't overcook fish. That's the one guide I will say to you about fish. You need always to just cook it for the length of time, otherwise you will dry it out. And you know, you'll see, I'll show you now, I did the cod earlier, and you'll know when it's cooked, you know. And you can get smaller pieces or fillets there if you wanted to cut those in two, that would be good too. So we we just put a timer on those for about 15 minutes. So this is one, folks, I cooked earlier. I just showed you there. You might be able to see it with all the names. I lifted up it is the cod, okay? Can you see it all there? It's just yummy. And I just did some maunch too to go with it, and the few cherry tomatoes. So you have a complete meal now in that pot. This is my good old pot that I love so much, my saute pan. Can you see it there? I'll bring it out for you. The other thing I said in the recipe, that you could brush the fish when it comes out with a little bit of soya sauce, okay? So that's going to give it, and you can see there, the sweet potatoes are just lovely and soft, just lovely. So you know, I just took that out now when our program started, so that's important. And the other little tip I just say to you is, what I did as well, just to add to it, is I toasted some sesame seeds. You know, they're nice. And just sprinkle a few on top. So that gives it that extra authentic kind of a flavour. Can you all see it there? I'll just lift it in so that you will, because it's really yummy and it's so easy to do. Why would you ever, you know, boil the fish or the, you know, white sauce or anything like that? It's just fantastic. So Martin Lillis is watching me, or Martina maybe. It is Martin, I think, watching me as well. And who else is watching me? I see, is there anyone else we need to say hello to? Somebody said beautiful. Helen Kennedy is watching. That's fabulous. Great to see you, Helen. And Ger Kelly, you're there again, Ger. Good old Ger. You've been with me every night. Fantastic. So maybe you might convince Jack to have a little bit of fish. I know he's a big meat man. Why not? He's the butcher anyway. So hopefully, maybe Noel Ryan will eat a bit of fish. I'm not sure, Bernie. You'll have to let me know there. And Bernie McDonough is on again. Good. Looks good, Imelda. She said, oh, he's good. It's just fabulous. And so light, so easy to digest. So, folks, I'd say that's all I have to say tonight, and I hope you enjoyed all these videos. Hopefully I'll get better at them maybe next winter, hopefully, or during the summer, hopefully in the pantry we'll be able to do a few live videos. Vincent wants me anyway to do a little bit as we're up in that kitchen. So we'll see. I don't know if the makeup would be on or the lipstick would be on, but hopefully we'll have a good season. We have, you know, we'll have 2 good months anyway. So, and we're all very healthy, which is great. And I'm looking forward to the challenge really, and to get everywhere organised and ready to go. So without that, thank you all for tuning in every week, twice a week. Great commitment. Thank you, and I really enjoyed it. So I'll see you all hopefully in Kilkee. In a nice sunny day, you'll all be in to say hello. I'm looking forward to it already. Thank you so much. Okay, cheers. And there's loads of people there. Vincent Kelly is watching me. God, I love the dish. She said, good man, Vincent. And Rebecca, thank you. And Liz is there from the west as well, Liz. Eilish did the crumble, so I think you better do the fish now for them. I'll be looking for the photos, okay? And Emily Cleary, my good old past pupil. Lisa's with me again. Thanks, Imelda. Great. Caroline Lillis is there. And Mary Keel, is it? Yeah. Maybe next year now. Some people won't make Kilkee this year. Mary Hassett is with me, which is great. Helen. Blessings, Imelda, she said, great. Yeah, we'll see you in Kilkee, Helen. It's not long now, really. We're all getting ready there. And it's great to see the street even today got a little bit more buzzy when all that good news came out. So it's great. Okay, folks, see you all. Thank you.